Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's Best Mobile Gaming News, where we compile all the latest news on Android and iOS devices and put them all into one short video. Remember to like and sub if you'd like to get all the news every Sunday at 6 p.m. CEST, that's UTC +2. So let's get straight into it. CD Projekt Red is bringing out a new augmented reality game called The Witcher Monster Slayer. It's going to be coming out on iOS and Android on July 21st, with pre-registrations now open on Google Play. If you're into the whole Pokemon Go scene and the augmented reality titles that have come in the past with your Jurassic Park, etc., then this is definitely something you'd like to get your hands on, especially if you are into the Witcher world. It is set way before Geralt has ever come into the picture, and you'll basically just track down monsters using real-time weather conditions, etc., and collecting trophies with each kill. You can also go out on quests, accept contracts from NPCs. You can brew potions and change up your equipment depending on what you're fighting to get the best gear for the job. Android users who actually pre-register now on Google Play will be rewarded with a Kaer Morhen Steel Sword when the game officially launches. You'll be able to get 10% more experience points for every successful kill on the hunt, so make sure to go and sign up for the pre-registration if you fancy it. I'll leave a link for the official website down in the Discord if you are interested in the game, and a link for the actual game on Google Play. Next up, we have Chimeraland. It's an upcoming MMORPG. It sort of has a Chinese mythology theme going on, a classic Chinese mythology theme. It is now open up for closed beta test signups. It was inspired by the classic Chinese text titled The Classic Mountains and Seas, or Shanhai Jing. It talks about limitless possibilities and boundless exploration, but we know what those kind of words are like on the actual mobile devices. It never really fills that role. It has an open world environment, allows players to fully dive into the mystic geography that's been around since the 4th century BC. You'll discover wondrous beasts and enchanted lands based on Chinese mythology. It features over 550 mountains. The closed beta actually began on July 6th. You can sign up for the beta test up until July 15th on their official website. I will leave a link down in the description for you. And the test itself will run from July 20th to August 4th. It's a small-scale beta test and will only be open to players from Canada and the Philippines right now, so anyone else basically gets screwed, and it has about 5,000 testers for both iOS and Android. There may be a way for you to get around it with a VPN, etc., but I cannot tell you how to do that. But there are plenty of videos on the internet that will actually do that for you. So you may be able to get inside it if you use a VPN for the Philippines or Canada. Canada's probably going to be a best bet if you're an English-speaking player. So there's a 9 billion square foot map, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. And you have a fully customizable character with upgraded accessories, weapons, abilities. You can catch, ride, and evolve different monsters to actually take as your own pets. And you can also battle and tame those creatures themselves. There's a lot of other things. They're talking about having trade, hunting, fishing, planting, harvesting, and you can do any of that to your heart's content. They're saying that there will not be any sort of walls involved, no energy, etc., etc. But there are quite high system requirements, so make sure to check that out on the main website. Again, the link will be in the description. Next up, we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier. Now, a lot of players got into a closed beta recently, and they've been checking out the game. This is a sort of new battle royale that's coming out from Square Enix using the Final Fantasy VII theme. I'm not a fan of battle royales myself. It's not my cup of tea. I don't find any fun in the battle royale genre. But there are a lot of people that have been really happy with this game. The stats that have been reported, with over 90% of them were satisfied with it, while 61% were very satisfied. Over half the testers said that the game surpassed their expectations and were looking forward to the official release. People were talking about how the graphics were very appealing and how the game as a whole is a slightly different take on a regular battle royale formula. Each character has various styles and various controls depending on which one they use. But a lot of players have said that a lot of the characters are actually viable and the balancing is very well done. But they're saying that the controls need to be more refined to make it more intuitive, because there was a little bit of issue whilst playing the game. But I reckon that's just the mobile devices themselves and the way that you have to have your hand covering 90% of the screen just to be able to play the game properly. So there may be a controller needed for this game to be actually running properly. So make sure to look into that. As I said, the only real bad things that people had to say was the character movement and controls could be improved. They were good, but could be improved. Weapon handling and control came in second with the bad comments. And the volume of available content, so the amount of maps and etc. and different modes etc. were a little bit lacking. But this is all something that Square Enix has talked about improving on. So if you're into battle royales, this is definitely something you should check out. There is no confirmed release date for this game as of yet, so keep your eye out by going onto the social medias of Square Enix and Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier, so you can keep up to date on that. They are talking about it being released later this year. So Punishing Grey Raven officially set for the release next week. There was a release date sort of set in motion at the time when I gave you the news last week, but now it is set in stone for the 16th of July. You'll be able to play it on both iOS and Android devices from next Friday. This game's been given very high reviews from a lot of players. There are some people who are saying that it's not that great, but then there's always going to be people that are saying that the game is not that great because they want to be different from the crowd. Personally, I enjoy the game. I think it's very good. I don't think I'll be able to play it for a long period of time, but it will definitely be fun for a couple of weeks. Make sure to pre-register on the website or in the Google Play or iOS stores. There will be a lot of in-app purchases on this game and a lot of sort of gacha mechanics with the RNG on upgrades, etc. If that doesn't bother you, this is definitely a game you want to be checking out. There is a lot of hype behind this game, so there will be a lot of people playing this game. The Red Bull Mobile Esports Open Tournament returns for a 4th season. This time it's going to be focusing on Wild Rift and PUBG Mobile. It has been running for 4 years straight, and it looks like it will be continuing to run. The main features of this tournament, as I said earlier, will be League of Legends, Wild Rift, and PUBG Mobile. There will be the headline games. There will be other titles varying depending on the region. There'll be the World Cricket Championship in India and Sri Lanka as an example. It will kick off this month for the national and regional qualifiers, and it will continue until December and I will leave a link in the description for the official website. If you believe you will be able to take on the world and win in this game, if you believe you're pretty good, then go onto the official website, sign up for the actual qualifiers and the regional qualifiers, and go in to try and win up. Last year, there was 60,000 people that signed up to take part. This year is looking like it's going to be a hell of a lot more. If you're interested in watching any of the actual tournament themselves, that will also be on the official website, so make sure to check that out. If you've ever played the mobile RPG Last Cloudia, it's announced its next collaboration partner, which will be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, if you're a weeb like myself, that is one of the most popular animes of all time. It's pretty much on everyone's bloody list. There will be a live stream event tomorrow. That's July 12th, set at 8 p.m. PT. For more details on the collaboration, and you can expect tons of exciting news like new units and arcs. The English voice actress for Sevilla will be on the live stream, and you can watch it over on the official YouTube channel. I will leave a link for that in the description as well. There was a very, very, very successful Devil May Cry collab recently for Last Cloudia. It went down very well. They got a lot of new players and they got a lot of new things going on. Players got to pull Dante, Nero, and V, as well as score special arcs, etc. There were lots of time-limited dungeons, shop exclusives throughout the duration of the event. So if you do play this game, this is definitely something you want to look at if you do love some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And lastly, we have some update from Riot Games. They will have a massive summer event called the Sentinels of Light that runs across League of Legends in general. It will be in League of Legends, it will be in League of Legends Wild Rift, Legends of Runeterra, Teamfight Tactics, and Valorant. Sort of throwing up thematically linked experiences to players from other popular IPs. There'll be a lot of in-game activities, and a new trailer has just been dropped, which you'll likely be seeing in the background right now. It will begin on July 14th for Legends of Runeterra, 21st for Teamfight Tactics, 22nd for League of Legends, and 27th of July for League of Legends Wild Rift. There'll be an in-game narrative experience. There'll be the Sentinels of Light Steadfast Heart comic series, an AR experience where players can take the Oath of Light to become Sentinels, new in-game canon content featuring Lucian, Senna, and Action. There'll be new skins for Sentinel Aurelia, Sentinel Riven, Sentinel Vayne, Ruined Draven, Ruined Misfortune, and Ruined Shyvana. The event will also feature the Riot Games Social Impact Fund, where players can support local non-profits by purchasing charity bundles. You can also check that out on Riot's official website if you'd like to have a look at that. Again, I'll leave that down in the description for you, and you can learn more about the games themselves. And that's all we have for this week's gaming news. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and sub if you haven't already. The channel has a lot of reviews, it has a lot of guides, etc. for different games that I am currently playing and have been playing in the past. Every week there will be the combined mobile gaming news of the week. So make sure to hit that bell to be updated when that does come out. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.